there, everybody. It's Mike DeLisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. And today, we're going to be taking a look at 18Chesapeake, the birth of American railroads from All Aboard Games. It says 2 to 6 players in about 2.5 to 3.5 hours. So that's a substantial game. 18Chesapeake is an introductory game in the 18XX genre, which allows players to build railroads in the area of the Chesapeake Bay and west to Ohio and the West Virginia coal fields. Well, 18XX games is a subgenre of train games that a lot of people have a lot of love for. We have had numerous videos actually on the Dice Tower channel from Ambi, who has done a whole series of videos about 18XX games. So if you have interest in these games and don't know much about them, I would suggest that you take a look at those videos. She does a great job of kind of breaking down what this whole genre is about. I am pretty ignorant, quite honestly, to 18XX games. I've played some train games, but I don't know that I've played a true 18XX game. And so I will not be a great resource. We're just going to look at the components in the box. That's all we're doing here. This is our rule book, talking about all of the different aspects, the stock market, the corporate entities, the different phases of the game, private company auctions, stocks. So obviously there's going to be a stock market element. That's, I think, a standard of the 18XX games is that you've got, you know, your route building and your stock market manipulation and shares, trains, purchases, and things along those lines. An etiquette. Now that's interesting. Players should attempt to speed play as much as possible. All right. Well, guess they're trying to keep the length down. It looks like it's already going to be a relatively long game. So, and some design notes there too, saying it's can be used to introduce players to 18XX concepts in a game with limited special rules. All right. And then you've got your tile upgrade chart and your map reference. Looks like we've got some stickers here. We've got, well, these are already punched out. So these are our different railroads, it looks like. Pittsburgh and Erie Railroad here. Camden and Amboy. And then we've got some others. We've got the Pennsylvania, Strasburg, Chesapeake and Ohio, Baltimore and Ohio, Norfolk and Western, and the Lehigh Valley. We've got our revenue tracker here. And now we've got some cardboard. Quite a bit of cardboard, actually mostly a map there. So these are our different tiles. These are relatively thin, but I imagine they're somewhat standard to what you'll find in these 18XX games. Certainly not bad, but not the thickest of cardboard tiles you'll find, I would say. They're very easy to pop out, as I'm finding as I try to show you these without popping them out. It's almost impossible. There you go. And then we've got our double-sided map here. So let me see. Can I zoom out a bit more? There we go. So here's one side of the map. Well, it's a board. You've got the map here and other areas here. And here is the second side of the board. Okay. Nice map there. We've got some wooden pieces, including a remarkably large wooden crab, which I'm assuming is maybe the first player marker. We're, in the Chesapeake Bay. That makes sense. They're known for their shellfish and specifically their crabs. And we've got our wooden round counters. Okay, pretty standard issue there. That crab is really the showpiece of the wooden components. And we've got, looks like some player aids here, which I imagine would be crucial in a game that has the complexity that 18XX games are at least known for, although this is billed as a more introductory. Here we've got some paper money. I'm not going to get these out, but you can see we got the 100s, 500s, 20s, 5s, and 10 and 1s. Want to understand, paper money is kind of also a classic element of 18XX games. I know a lot of people that play these will replace them with poker chips, things along those lines. Most 18XX games that I see out on the table have poker chips replacing the paper money. Let's take a look at some of these very small cards. Got some trains here. And then we got some shares. Private company. Player order. Just going to flip through these quickly. Pretty sparse art. But again, I think that it's in line with what I've seen in other 18XX games. Not that I'm an expert, as I've said already, but I think we got a pretty good idea of that. And then we're going to have another deck that I imagine will be very similar to the first deck, but let's take a quick glance through it anyway, just if nothing else, so that I can struggle to get this pack of cards open, which I am struggling to do as we speak. These were very stubborn. All right. Well, we've got more shares. These are hard to kind of hold. They're very small. These are almost all shares. These are actually all shares here. All right. Well, that I think gives you a very good idea of what is inside the box of 18 Chesapeake. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.